Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back. Welcome newcomers to the channel. I have count them, six new knife models for you to check out. We're gonna go through them pretty quick. These are all one model. This is six variants of one model, but we're gonna go through them kind of quickly. That way you can see what's out there and what's available. And these knives I'm gonna show you right now, I have a very short time 10% code. That'll be down in the description, and it only lasts for like 2 or 3 days. So if you're watching this, hopefully you're seeing this when it first came out. Ready? Let's go. This is the Kizer Original version 2. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its original two-ness. And I'm going to show you all the variants right now. I'm going to lay them out, and then I'm going to show you what they look like between the original and the original XL. And here we have the original version 2, or the original 2. Now look at this. Are you seeing what's happening here? Look at the blade differences. We have at least 3 different blade steels. There's a D2 blade steel I don't have right here, but I saw it on the website, so I'm going to mention that too. But we have a classic, and I mean a beautiful classic drop point blade. And then look at this dude. We have, listen, I'm going to jump around, but you'll get the point. Look at this. This has a Tonto blade, and all of these blades have some very nice jimping along the spine back here and along the handle for grippage. And I'll show you what it looks like in my hand here in just a minute. And then there's grippage out here with a little bit of jimping, just a little bit. That's on all of these blades. They are a crossbar lock. It's the clutch lock system. And let's see, can we see on the inside here? If you look, you can adjust it. See those holes right there? You can adjust it to whatever strength you want. So if you like it more snappy or less snappy, you're able to do that. And then look at this blade. Oh, modified sheep's foot blade. And oh, we have aluminum, we have micarta, we have titanium, we have this one right here is 14C 28M blade steel, baby. But this one's 14C. And then if you come over here and look at this one, which I kind of think this is my fave overall, just for the looks of it. And this one has S45VN. Ooh, yeah. So at least 3 of the versions have the S45VN. This one here has the S45VN. This one's blacked out. The S45VN blades also come with titanium. So you can get this black coated titanium, or that's kind of a black wash actually. You can get the black or the classic or the gray stone washed. Look at that. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. They did make it very hard to decide as far as favorites. Now let me give you a quick size comparison between the original or the original XL. So there's the original. Here's one of the original XLs. And I was surprised. I was like, it's not as different as, it's bigger. The original is kind of a small knife. And then the original XL is like, it's perfect for my size hands. This dude here is almost putting them pivot to pivot, almost exactly the same except for the width. If you look at the blades, look at the blade lengths here. They're almost identical. As far as sharpen length, they have identical sharpen length, identical blades. And then the handles, the only thing is different is just the tiniest bit of handle on the XL. And then the only other difference, I mean, there's more differences, but I mean, come on, give me a break. The width is about the same, but something they did that I really appreciate is they went away with the button lock and they went to a much stronger locking system, which is the clutch lock or the crossbar lock. Now, I'll tell you right now, I've been flipping and flicking all of these. Oh, it's so good. I mean, it's a fantastic knife. The ergonomics on these, fantastic. You know the size of my hand, right? 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. You know I'm going fast because I have a lot more knives to show you. So, ooh, yeah, I've already played with them. I've already cut with them. I really like it. All of the blades are hollow ground. Did I mention that? Hollow ground blades. I mean, just look at it. It's hollow groundness. I haven't found anything to complain about as far as all of these. I really like them. You can choke up because there's no flipper, so you can get right up there behind the heel to do some cutting. I mean, if you wanted to be, really specific about the sharpening, kind of have a weird spot right here when you sharpen, but it kind of makes it a sharpening choil. So, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a big issue unless you make an issue out of sharpening choils. It looks like they put the jimping right along with the rest of the jimping right out to the blade. I don't think I've ever seen them do that before, but it is very comfy. It's not a big knife, but it fits in my hand very well. And I like this little added extra jimping out here for doing some cutting. Oh my gosh. This is a winner. I think they hit a home run with this one. And I've already heard someone on the live stream was already asking for, yeah, are they going to do an XL? Yeah, probably. If this one sells out and goes crazy, they'll probably do an XL version. But there you go. This is the new version, or the new Kizer Original 2. And I look at there. There's 3 different blade shapes to choose from. That is freaking fantastic. All right, I have 5 other models, 5 other models to show you. So let me grab the next one. How about we go to a fixie? A little bit of fixie action. Check this dude out. This is the Kizer Beaver 2. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And a lot of you Kizer fans already have the Beaver 1. Well, this is the Beaver 2. And look at this. AEBL blade steel, baby. And then this one right here, this is another variant. This one is in D2. So you're going to have budget options. If you don't like the big ones, you can get the small ones. And if you don't like Nitro V or other blade steels, I mean, AEBL, as far as a little fixie or fixed blades in general, AEBL is a fantastic steel for a fixed blade. And D2 is very strong too. I don't have any complaints about D2. There are just some people that have an issue with D2 if they live in, like in a coastal region where corrosion is an issue or something. But with my large width hands, it kind of just nestles inside of my hand. It's very comfy. And then look at this. Your thumb just goes, ah. It's like Nestea or what was that commercial? Just, ah, it just fits right in there. It's a small little fixie. Comes with a Kydex sheath. Has one of these, oh, I always forget the name of these clips. Tech lock, I think maybe it's tech lock or something like that, but you can adjust them around in different ways. You can also take these off and put an Alti clip on there and it won't be as bulky. They fit in there nicely, and also they do have a nice little thumb ramp. I like a thumb ramp on my fixed blades. And I think this is, yeah, this is the coloration. This is the colorways. This dude has kind of an orangish inlay on the inside wrapped around that full tang. And then this dude here is all black. So you do have a couple options, a couple blade steels. That's a pretty cool little knife. I think these hover just below and just above the $50 mark, depending on which blade steel you get. All right, you ready for the next one? This is the Kizer Dodo. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And I have 3 variants of the Dodo, 3 different handle materials. How about that? And these run around in the mid 70s, depending on which version you get. Now, I like this rich light. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a deep chocolate rich light. Almost has a Tetris-y look to it, but kind of between Tetris and puzzle piece. But this is a crazy little knife. Check this out. Pow, right in the kisser. Look at this dude. A folding karambit. I think it's pretty neato. Here, let me go ahead and show you all 3 of them. There's that one. Now look at this. This one's G10, has very nice texture, very grippy texture. It's not overly grippy, like it's going to be too aggressive in your pocket, but it does work very nicely for giving you a little extra. And but wait, there's more. Look at this. It has this fuller, and you don't have to just use the thumb hole to reverse flick it. You can also just reverse flick it out here because your finger grabs it. So it's a just perfect amount to be able to grab. And then this one's stonewash. All 3 of these are Nitro V blade steel. Now check this one out. This one is a PC blade, and I might get my flashlight out to show you the true color. This is not black. Let me get my O-light going on here. This one is actually purple. Look at that. This is a polycarbonate scale. Let me give it some really bright light. Yeah, there you go. This one in particular is purple, and it's a PC scale, polycarbonate. And maybe if I open it up here, I can really shine some light through. See if I can blind you. See there, it's a super deep purple, and this also shows you, it also shows you where it's milled out on the inside, which is very nice. Very, very nice. But there you go. There's a look at that deep purple. And if you don't have a lot of light on it, you almost can't see the purple. Now, in my hand, very comfortable like this. I imagine if you wanted to slice open some bags of stuff, that's very comfortable. This may or may not be a defense style knife, but As you know, I like it when I can use a knife for both purposes. This is a fantastic cutter. It is not a hollow ground blade. You don't have a lot of room from the top of the blade stock to the bottom, but it does have a nice recurve on it. So if you're cutting anything like rope or string or anything like that, it's going to be drawn into the center, so you're not going to slip off of it. That's very nice. You can also hold it like this for some extra grippage with your finger in there. And this is one of my favorite things. That's what I really like. Look at this. All the way across the top. Really, really good jipping. And man, you talk about utility cutting. That point just goes straight down to the cutting surface, or for opening packages, pretty much anything you want to cut. This is a very cool new knife, the Kizer Dodo. All right, let's get another one out. Tell you what, let's do another fixed blade. Check this out. This is the Kizer Camp 180. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it. This is no small potatoes. Let me get these out and lay them next to each other. These are both AEBL steel, and we had some questions on the live stream, and we went ahead and I took the scales off of this one so we could look at the inside. I'll flash that across your screen so you can see what it looks like. It's a full tang. It's just it's not the full thickness, but I can tell you right now, weight-wise, it feels very balanced, and there's a lot of weight back here, even though you can't see the tang of the blade, and it's solid. It feels extremely solid in the hand. Both of these are G10 handles. We get you in there for a little bit of texture vision. The only texture that you're really getting out of these is from that milling, those milling marks. This G10, I wouldn't say it's really texturized. At the top here, it does have a swedge going from here to here, and then has this flat spot right here, which may actually be really advantageous for batoning. It gives you a solid spot to hit when you're batoning, and AEBL is a great steel for batoning. This knife is very comfortable. Let me give you a quick measurement so you realize how big this thing is. Let's see, from tip to pommel, it's 10.1 inches long. Your blade is 5.5 inches and 5.2 inches sharpened. Your handle is pretty much 4.6 inches. So it's not a small knife. And then your blade height, 1.1 inches for your blade height. But this one, when you have this in your hand, it makes me just want to go out and start like chopping on wood. Because, you know, it's just so extremely solid. Here's the Kydex sheath it comes with. It comes with the, I already forgot the name of this clip. The multiplex? No. The super duper, the very adjustable, I always forget the name of this clip, but there you go. You can see what it looks like. You can adjust it to fit your belt size with these two things right here. So you can make it smaller, or you can take those out if you have a really wide belt, or if you want it to fit really snug on your backpack strap or something like that. But man, these are pretty sweet, and they're like I think 75, somewhere in the upper 70s. I don't think they quite hit $80. I just remember it wasn't $80, so it's probably $79.99. All right, let's get another one out. Now, this one may not be on the website yet, but look at this dude. Oh, this is the Kizer Defenser. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its defensorness. This is an entire blade and handle of M390 blade steel. This is from the Bladesmith series. This is DLC coated, and it comes with the Kydex sheath. I don't think the sheath is going to look exactly like this, and it is going to have that multi-clip on it. Mine has an ulti-clip, but it doesn't come with an ulti-clip as far as I know. Just for clarity. But take a look at this blade. Look at that. Whoo, that's pokey. Oh my goodness. Look at that dude. My gosh. And then you know what? These are very sharp. Don't stick your finger too hard on those. And something I was noticing, we were talking about on the live, is very nice detail work. A little bit of stepping on the inside, and they chamfered, rounded those edges off. See on the inside, you have that stepping. So it's not just like a stamped model. There's a lot of CNC work that went into this dude, and then a lot of jimping, if you will, all the way around, except for a couple spots right here. And then this is what it looks like at the end. You can use this for a glass breaker. But man, I'm telling you what, I would not want to be on the other end of this knife. Oh my goodness. I imagine there's a lot of features or a lot of functions you could use with this. It is comfortable in my hand. It fits very nicely. It's very lightweight, and man, that's the whole thing. The whole thing is M390, which that in and of itself is very impressive. Okay, now we're gonna get to the craziest, most premium knife. Let me go grab it. Now, last but certainly not least, in order of price, 1, 2, 3, and 4, this is the Kizer Quall. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its Kizer Quallness. And I'm going to go over all 4 of these so you can see what they look like because they are fantastically gorgeous. This has the snowflake pattern and the titanium inlay. These are all 4 titanium. They all 4 have, S45VN blade steel, baby. Look at that. And we were talking about this. I've referred to the live stream a few times because these were on 2 different live streams and I got a lot of feedback and we did a lot of talking about them. We do have a live stream every Friday night from 8:15 to after midnight Eastern time. You ought to stop by. You'll see what we're talking about. This thumb disc works very, very nicely. By the way, this knife is smooth as butter, but the jimping around that disc is so good. All you have to do is get your thumb there and point that direction with your thumb, and it just snaps out so snappity, so snappity, so snippety. And then look how drop sheddy that is. Oh my goodness. Let's take a quick look here. Going from one end down to the other. They're very easy to disengage. There's a lot of room. This is a nested frame lock, by the way. It is an integral frame lock. It is all just one piece on this side. The pocket clip works well. It's not a super deep clip. It's a 3D milled titanium clip, but there's this version. Now, here's the next version. Wait for it. Now, this one right here, let me get those out of the way. This one I really like this just looks so fancy. It has the rainbow Damascus. Look at that. So it's titanium out here and then a titanium Damascus inlay that to me looks like Damasteel. It just reminds me of Damasteel, but look how crispy this one is. I mean, is that just not the crispiest? I mean, that's some Rice Krispies right there if I ever saw them. Oh my goodness. This is what I was talking about earlier. This disengagement is so smooth and easy to get your finger in there, and the blade just drops. And all they did was put one pop of color on this variant. Oh, by the way, I wasn't even talking about the fact that it's also a top flipper. You can top flip it like that. You can also do the old index flick on it. And are you hearing those acoustics? It is very satisfying. I'll be driving my wife nuts with that. So there's this version now, but wait, there's more. This one is titanium with zirconium inlays. Look at that, diamond pattern zirc inlays. And they feel fantastic in the hand. With this, you just want to go like this. You don't need to open the knife to fidget. You just want to feel the texture. Let me get you in there for a little bit of texture vision. Yeah, just look at it. Oh my goodness. It's not overly aggressive. It's a soft diamond pattern. And there's what this one looks like. That's a DLC coated blade, by the way. And as I said before, they're all S45VN blade steel, baby. So here you have this version, and you have this version, and you have this version. And then there's my personal favorite, which, oh my goodness. We have this one right here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Damascus inlays, absolutely gorgeous. This one, all DLC coated blade, DLC coated titanium, and look at this handle. Look at the inlays. They have the inlay wrapping around that solid pivot. Oh my goodness. So that if you do want to take it apart to clean it or play with it, it does have a captive pivot, cage ceramic bearings. But look at that. And here's a look at this side, the same thing. Oh yeah. And here's a look at your pivot. Nice blue pivot. They all have the same grippiness on that thumb disc. But yeah, we were all doting over this. I've been doting over this. This makes me want to like go out to like to a fancy dinner or something. I'm gonna take Mrs. Beez out to a dinner just so I can bring this with me. But wow, 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 wow. So there you have it, 6 new models from Kizer, baby. These are the October drop. Don't forget, depending on what time of year it is, I also did a video. They have a bunch of the Halloween stuff that just dropped too. So if you want to go check out my video from a few days ago, you can go check out all the Halloween knives that they did. And by the way, the Kizer Harpoon, I freaking love this knife. It's fantastic. But let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite? Are you planning on getting one? Don't forget, I have a 10% code that's only good for like 2 or 3 days. You can always try it. It'll be linked in the pinned comment and the description of this video. Now, you're going to have a couple videos pop up on your screen. Those are also new knife releases. Those are videos I just published. You can go check those out and see what those are all about. But until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the Hive streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.